Cristian, we're live,
What's
bro.
going on, bro? We're live. Marco,
How's it going, bro? Hey,
life. It's good, man.
give me a
Hang in
second.
here.
Give me a
Okay,
second. Let me
sure.
check if we are actually going live or not. So, bro, we were trying to connect since like 2 hours ago.
Six, like 7:30. Then, like you said, like, give me one more, like 30 more minutes. Man, technical
Yes,
issues.
we had technical issues, guys. Some of you might have already been
Sleeping.
sleeping. Yeah, we're live in Facebook, so that's good. And
So,
cool.
dude, too bad I don't have my iPad here, so I can see who's watching, but you can.
Yes, I
So
don't,
if
I
somebody
don't,
say hi,
I
see if
don't think,
somebody say hello or something, just
I don't
you
think
will let me know.
nobody's watching, bro.
Well, you're gonna post the video for later, anyways.
Yes,
So how was the classes today? I didn't. Yeah,
good,
I
good,
miss
man.
I miss I'm missing all the kids, man. Like all their students. It's not the same, man. Having that the physical contact and like trying to beat each other up, man. Like try to chop our
Yes,
necks,
we're doing through Zoom,
man.
which is still good.
It's
I mean, still you get some like movement, you know? Don't you feel like,
Oh, like yeah. When I do the warm up, when I go there and I try to teach, it's a little hard with the kids because you're not there in person to see, like to do perfect adjustments and like correct them their bodies and stuff. But
mm-hmm.
they try. It's funny because they like how they try to like follow your what like how to explain. What are you telling to do? The techniques you tell them.
Yes, you know what I've seen that impressed me from these Zoom classes is
There's more kids than
the
adults.
kids, yes, and the parents.
They
Wasn't
get involved.
the parents are doing more jujitsu with the kids
I
now.
I hope I hope that when everything goes back to normal, they want to like get in the mats too.
The
That'll be
parents,
awesome. Yeah,
yes, they should. They should try to get on the mats for sure.
they'll see like the beauty of jiu-jitsu, man. It's like
Hmm.
once you start doing it, you can't quit, man. At
And
this at this
and you
time,
know
I
and you know it's like the parents now they are like really like they are really trying to help their kids, you know, and they trying to help them with their homework. You know, they are doing a lot. The parents, you know, not
yeah,
these
because
days,
right now it's kind of like they've been homeschooled, right?
right? And man, it's just so nice to
It's
see.
it's it's a lot of work.
Yes,
I mean, my kids don't go to school yet, but I'm being a stay home dad right now. Man, it's a
right,
lot.
right.
My daughter's 4 and my son is 3, Christian and Brooke.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, had to get up early, make them breakfast, all this stuff, man. It's like, I mean, we take turns with Amanda's when her day off. I like get to sleep a little late.
How are the kids?
They're good. There is nothing really changed for them because, like I say, they're only 3 and 4, so they don't miss school because they didn't go to school. And the only thing that they're missing, they're going to the park. I take them to the park, and they're like the park is closed, and I had to tell them, no, they're fixing the. I had to invent a lie or something, like they're fixing the park, the slides are broken, and they're like, we want to go to the park.
You don't tell them about the coronavirus?
Oh no, they don't understand that.
No?
They're too little to comprehend what's going on, you know. But
Right.
yeah.
Yes, just tell them something, right? So
Yeah,
no
like
park, no park. But I thought you can go out to run.
yeah, you can go, but I think Jason told me that the road behind the school, what is it called? The bicycle
Oh,
road.
the WOD.
Yes, he said that you had to go some days like 6 foot like distance or
Mm-hmm.
something. But they still like when they're running, they like you're encounter on the like the other side of the road, right?
I see.
Yeah, in some places like where you can go hike, they're close to like Ball's Bluff. I love to go there and hike in the little like close to the Potomac. It's so
Mm-hmm.
good. It's so nice, man. Like just relax and walk there. It's
Right.
close. I think it's closed right now.
Oh, so Balls
No
Bluff, but
hiking.
that's in Leesburg, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
That's here in Leesburg. You come all the way here sometimes?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm from Leesburg, bro. I don't know any
No, but
a lot of places.
you're living in Winchester right now.
Yeah, I live in in Winchester. There's
It's cheaper there.
yeah, it's a little cheaper. Jim Berner Park, I think is open for like to go run in there. There's like a nice trail. So there's a green trail here in Winchester too,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes all around town and some green zones.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, the playground is closed, so I cannot take the kids, and that's the fun for them. Go do in the slides and the swims. That's their whole reason to go there.
Right. Um, when when how when did you start jiu-jitsu, Cristian? And how did you get involved with jiu-jitsu?
Man,
Let's talk let's talk a little bit about jiu-jitsu.
yeah, that's a long story, bro. Then
Long story?
I think how it started was you were parking like in the back of IHOP, and you
We
have
used
your
to work
backpack.
together. We used to work
Yeah,
together there.
yeah, you used to be my boss.
Used to
And
be.
you still my boss, bro. Yeah, I remember I went in the back. I was parking, right, and you were parking, and remember you. I think it was a Rav4 you have, the Toyota, the white Toyota.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and you had the back side open, and there was a backpack, and you were pulling your geese and your medals. I think you coming from a tournament.
Okay.
It was like a Saturday night, and I was like making fun of you. I was like, man, what is that? What is like you do some karate or something? I was like, you're gonna do some karate chop? It's like, and you were so serious, like, no, man, it's jujitsu. I was making I was making fun of you, and I was like, man, what is jujitsu? I was like ignorant to the art. I was like, I didn't know. I knew some judo. I saw some competitions on TV, like because it was an Olympic sport.
Mm-hmm.
But I never heard of jiu-jitsu before. I think I saw some UFC fights, the old UFC fights.
But at that time, you wanted to start working out, right?
I was working out in the one gym. I forgot what it used to call like Sport Fit something in Lisbon, where they used to have the gold gym. Now the place is closed,
Mm-hmm.
and I was going there with some friends. And you told me one time, "Hey, let's go to the gym." I was like, "Do they have weights?" Because I was to start lifting weights, and you were like, "Yeah, they have weights." And
Because
man,
at fireworks they had weights on the back,
yeah,
but
on the back
really.
you can do your workout. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I went there, right, and we walk in,
Mm-hmm.
and we went. It was divided right in two sides. Like the front side with the mats and the back side where
So
the
wait,
MM,
wait.
MMA and judo guys
First, you
used to
didn't
train.
go. You didn't go like you were always saying, yeah, next week. No,
Yeah,
next week.
you will
It
keep
was
telling
like
me, hey, let's go,
it
let's go.
was like
And I was
a
like, man,
lot of.
I don't want to roll around
There were
with
times,
guys.
and people who knows jiu-jitsu, they always tell to their friends, they know, they all been through this, like talking to a friend, and a friend saying, oh yeah, jiu-jitsu I like to learn. Oh yeah, well there's classes next Monday. Monday, yeah, that will be good, right? And
And
then
that day
Monday
comes and like,
comes,
man, I
and like,
can't.
hey man, something, no, next week. All right,
Next
next
week.
week. And then the next week they still cannot train or whatever
Right.
reason.
So it happens to me too. Like you. I remember you told me a couple of times,
Yeah.
let's go to jiu-jitsu, bro. And I was like, man, yeah, next week, let's go for sure. And then I was like, man, okay, let's go, Marco.
Yeah, one time you said, okay, all right. And that's why I tell
Man,
people, like, hey, if a friend, because it's kind of frustrating when you talk to your friend and they say yes, and then the day off.
yeah, I remember you used to always talk about like how jiu-jitsu. Yeah, you told me the story how jiu-jitsu started, Helio Gracie, Master Health, and
I
you
tell that story to everybody.
also
You know.
you let me borrow the DVD, the documentary Chalk with Rickson Gracie,
Oh,
and
really?
I saw that, and I was very impressed, like how this little guy was killing giants, bro. I was like, man, if he can do that, I can do that. And I was like,
Every
I think that's what motivate me to go train. And
everybody should watch every
Chalk, man.
jiu-jitsu practitioner. If you haven't watched Choke, man, I don't know. You don't get your next belts because that's kind of like a requirement to watch Choke,
It's a
right?
requirement, bro.
Bro,
It's a
but
must.
so then I you never gave me back. I where is my DVD?
I did give it to you.
Bro, I don't have it. I've been looking for
You have
it.
it.
If you have it, please
I
give it
know.
back,
I
Christian.
know. 'Cause
It's been
I subscribe.
it's time to give me
I
my
subscribe
DVD.
to great the Jiu-Jitsu magazine, and they send me for the subscription. They send me the Legacy of Renzo Gracie. Remember, I
Yeah.
let you borrow that one too.
Oh yeah. Then I
And I saw that one, and I was like, man, I was getting my
hey,
magazines too,
that
and I
happens a
start
lot,
reading.
right? You bring a book, you let borrow somebody. Oh yeah, let me see the book.
Yeah, my Marcelo Garcia series, man. I'm missing the best part, bro.
Bro, I had
All
a
the rear naked
DVD.
chokes.
I had a DVD called Arte Suave. Is the Jiu-Jitsu lifestyle in Brazil? This is like a DVD came
You
long
go,
time ago.
you're gonna let me borrow?
I gave it to someone, this DVD, and I never
Oh,
saw
you
it
don't
again.
have it,
And now I
man.
asked, did I give you my Arte Suave DVD? Man, it was the coolest DVD because you had
Hey,
Marcelo Garcia, Jacare, Andre Galbao doing his
oh
warm-ups,
man, the old school.
Daniel Moraes doing the warm-ups in Brazil training. Bro, they didn't give me
That
my
that
DVD back.
that one's legit. Yeah,
So,
yeah, me too. I let somebody borrow my Marcelo Garcia series, man, and the best DVD they never return it. I was like, "Where's my DVD?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't
bro,
want
I
to say who
remember.
got. I think I know who got it, but I don't want to say names.
Hey,
I hope they enjoy it and they take
hope they
advantage of
learn.
it. I hope they learn. Yes, I
And
mean,
bro, somebody
I'm happy when somebody learns something and they're like, oh, and man,
somebody brought the BJ Penn, a book, BJ Penn, White to Black, but I don't remember, and also kind of disappeared. But Christian, so you went to your first class. That was after or before the incident, the fight.
the that I think that was after. I know what you're talking about. I think that was after,
You were
because
already going
yeah,
to jiu-jitsu.
I was start training already. Anyways, so the first time you brought me right to Fibers, and I started meeting people. I'm like, and at that time also I knew a little bit of English. I didn't speak very fluid. I mean, I defend myself, but it was a little barrier, but I see like how they do the moves, and I learn it just like watching, and I learn a lot, man. Like just like being there in the mountains,
I
keep
feel
like
like jiu-jitsu, you don't need, like, you just watch and see the body movements, and then you can learn and understand
yes,
what's going on, you know?
100%. Like anybody can like just watch, and like it's you can do a silent demo for them, and if you just
Mm-hmm.
like put their bodies like showing how to position their bodies, they will like definitely get it. Like it's not complicated, you know. It's not like those karatekas, they do the 360 kicks and stuff, man. That's complicated. I cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can do a llave de brazo, mataleao, man. That's like the bear, like it was invented for, like it was meant to use it, for the weak person to defeat giants. So that's why I love the beauty.
So,
So
so, so your first class, you also done before breakdance.
I did a little
So,
breakdance, and I saw that now.
so you had a little understanding, athleticism, body
I mean,
coordination, right?
I was in a good shape when you brought me in there, right? Yeah, I did a little bit of breakdance. Also, I think working in a mechanic shop that helped me a lot, because I like you get under the cars and you start crawling your back. It's like
You do jiu-jitsu. You've been doing jiu-jitsu
it's like an upside
without
down
realizing.
total. It's like an upside down total when you're back. Yeah, you
Very physical.
scooping under. Yeah, man. It's like, and now it's like my body's like molded to it. Like, man.
Mm, yeah.
So remember, you told me the first technique in the back. Like you give me like a little bit intro.
I think I show you, like, look, this is like, is
The mount, the guard. You
going to
showed
the
me the mount,
ground,
the guard.
mount, you have to get on top and then try to, like, submit. Did I show you an armbar the first class or no?
Yes, the first time you showed me a number, and then the first day, that was the first day too. You made me roll with I think it was Marcelo.
I don't
What's
remember.
his last name?
I think
Remember?
it
And I
was,
got it on number. He was training.
I
He
told
was
you,
like two.
you learned the armbar the first day, and the first day you apply the armbar to somebody. That was
Marcelo.
impressive. That was impressive.
That, and yeah, the man, I got hooked
When I saw
when
you
like
doing that, I was like, man, he's a natural. Like, you have a lot of, this is like something is gonna be, you're gonna be good at this.
and until now I can quit, man. I quit a little bit like for a couple of years. Not at all. I was still like going to open mats and stuff, but like
Mm-hmm.
not fully trained after my firstborn daughter, my
Mm-hmm.
Brooke,
Hey, we
because
have Christian.
I was putting a lot of hours.
We have comments here. Alex Medina. It's a
Hey,
D10. I can't wait for my kids to be old enough to start. Chris Valentine. I know why he likes that place.
man, Chris always commenting. I love it.
Got fat eating pancakes. you
Yes,
got
I got a little bit overweight when I was like when
you
I
were like fat
because
Christian.
I was working crazy hours, bro. I was pulling a lot of hours, and I have after I became a manager,
That's when
and
you start, when get you got married and then you had the kids. That's when you went out of
yes,
shape.
yes, I went a little bit out of shape, but I was still remember I was still coming to open mats. I used to go to day patterns too,
Right.
sometimes for open mats. And yeah, after that was man, right after my first MMA, my fit MMA fight, I was like, man, I'm gonna have a daughter. I need to make money. I need to like somehow.
So, Christian, are you gonna tell them the incident or no?
Yeah. So
How did that happen?
after a couple, I think it was a couple months. We like I already started training in fibers, right? And we like remember after like we always talk about jiu-jitsu, man. Like we were working together. I was like I was a server, and I have an Ashburn. Man, other server, he got this table, right? So it started like that. So he had this table, the kids told the server to not let one guy in because he want to start trouble, and the server went and he stand on the door and he put his hand like that and he told him, hey, you're gonna come in and make trouble right here with those guys, so I don't want you to come in.
The guy
And
outside was trying to fight
you
someone.
told you yeah, and you told him, I think, hey, you cannot tell a customer to like make not to come in, but the guy was like walking around the building and stuff,
Hmm.
right? Like making.
He wanted to start a fight with a
He wanted to
customer
start a
who
fight,
was
yeah.
inside.
And then the kids went outside, and the server followed them. I was like taking care of another table, and I saw them walk, and everybody's like fight, 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 and everybody went like crazy running, right? The cooks, the combo, everybody went outside, watch the fight, and I was trying to put my order and everything. I was like, let him fight. I went outside and I saw you choking this guy, man. That like the kids there start fighting one like and you got it in
I got
guillotine.
him in a guillotine.
So after you got it in a guillotine, and then I went outside the parking lot and I start pushing people around, and I was like, hey, what's
Hey,
going on,
Christian, do you remember when Ellie came out?
man? When the cook,
He came out running and he tripped over something and then he ended up like on the ground by himself. Remember Eli? he he
yes,
ran outside and then boom, he tripped and all of a sudden was on the
he,
ground.
he tripped on the like the sidewalks. There was like
Mm-hmm.
the fire line thing on the sidewalk, the yellow piece, and he tripped right, and
Yeah.
he rolled over like he was by himself on
Yeah,
the
and
floor
he didn't
flat.
help. He didn't help at all. Just yeah, I had to put the guy in the guillotine because he was fighting Jason. You remember
The
him?
server, yes. Hmm.
So I broke him out. This kid came to me, but his head was low. So it's a reaction, you know. When you do jujitsu, like you don't think about the techniques. Can very like you see a guillotine,
Natural,
grab a
yeah.
neck. So then you became more into wow, more into jujitsu.
Man, there was a lot of fights and that I happened in Sterling when I used to work graveyard there, but
But
thank
you
God I never got involved.
no,
Like
they've
one time it
after
was
they hired security after
yes.
because they were getting too
No,
many.
there was security, but there was days that we didn't have security. So one time there was like this close. I was about to get in a fight. Like the guy started coming to me, towards me, and I put my hands like this. And I was like, "Hey, back up! What do you want?" And I guess like he realized that like I'm
Bro,
not the guy to mess with.
I hope in Sterling
It's
Friday,
crazy, man.
Saturday, as after like midnight, the
Fights.
the graveyard shift.
All the club people, they
Oh,
want to
it's
start fights, man.
crazy, and people get drunk.
I remember one time I was a cook there and I was working
Bro, when they
night
what's the
shifts.
worst fight that you saw at IHOP?
That let me explain. That was the one. There was a lot of people they coming from the club, right? These guys they start like, they're fighting. They start throwing chairs. Like we stopped working. We came out like to the window, like there's the window where you put the food. We saw like every like chairs flying, coffee pots. So
Wow,
we we came to the other side to the back door, like, and we saw like these guys like throwing fists and everything. Like we don't get involved. We just watch and let the police
but
take care of them.
so you
But
just call the
at the
police.
time, I didn't try jujitsu. I didn't.
In
I
the
wasn't trained.
meantime, they were throwing chairs, throwing the coffee pots. They
One guy got knocked out with with a coffee pot. He grabbed the coffee pot and the other guy run and hit him in the head,
damn.
and he fall down and he was bleeding like through his ear. Man, it was crazy. The police went and they blocked the whole shopping
Yeah,
center.
yeah.
Man, after that the place looks like a hurricane happened. Man, all the chairs, tables, and everything was messed up. Man,
Man, lucky they hired security, bro. And
yeah, they
lucky that you knew jujitsu, so anything.
no, back then when that
Oh,
incident
on that
happened, I
fight you
didn't know
didn't know?
jujitsu.
Okay.
No,
So
yeah,
Christian,
man.
do you
And
remember? No, go ahead.
No, I was about to say the tournaments. Remember, we came here to the Sportplex in
No,
Manchester, and we
but
swept everybody.
wait. Before we talk about the tournaments, you got your first tournament like a month after training,
Oh,
or
and
maybe
Sportplex in
or
Sterling.
maybe 2 months. Remember?
Yeah, that's a video,
That was your
right?
first.
You posted on YouTube.
That was your first.
The guy was from Pedro Sauer, I think,
But it was crazy because who does a tournament
with a couple months
when
training.
couple months training? That doesn't.
I
I remember.
I remember
I
you
went to that
signed me
tournament.
up. You signed me up,
No.
and you
You.
told
I
me you
asked
could.
you. I wouldn't sign you up. I asked you. You say,
You
yeah,
took.
I'll do it. Yeah, I like it. I'll do it. You know. And it was a month. You were a month training, and then you sign up. So you did good. You lost your first match
By points.
by
Not bad,
points.
right? I give the guy a little fight too.
Yeah, I think you did
I was
great.
like,
Oh, my friend Pablo.
and I didn't understand too much about the points and stuff, and I was a little confused. Like after I was like, wait, what did I lose? And you told me so he scored some points,
Yeah,
and that's why he lost.
yeah, my friend Pablo Salvatierra
Uh,
from Peru. He's saying hi. Hola Pablo, ¿cómo estás?
Pablo,
Saludos.
¿cómo estás, man? Siempre pendientes.
Bro, you know Pablo?
Yeah. So remember,
How do
you
you
always
know?
talk about him.
He's in Peru.
You always talk about him. He
Oh,
said you told me that he's one of the guys to introduce you to jiu-jitsu in Peru.
yes. Pablo is my first jiu-jitsu teacher. So, we had a lot of
Which
stories with Pablo.
lot of respect.
A lot of respect for him. He runs MMA,
Mammoth.
jiu-jitsu,
Yeah,
MMA, Team
I have
Mammoth.
him as a friend on
Bro,
Facebook.
he
I follow
trains
him.
top fighters.
He top fighters. Yeah, MMA fighters. I see him.
Bro,
A lot of respect.
you eventually did MMA too.
Yeah, I have fight
What's
MMA fights.
your record? Your MMA?
4-1.
4-1. I remember
Yeah,
seeing your first MMA match.
that's the
That's the
first.
same thing.
That's
Like
the first
you
one. I lost by
points.
also by points, unanimous decision. We went through all 5 rounds. At the last round, we just like
No,
banging, man,
three
bang.
rounds, bro.
Three
It's not
rounds? Was it
championship.
3 rounds?
3 rounds, 3 minute amateur fights.
Oh yeah, much? Yeah. In the last round, we were like exchanging punches. I was like, man,
Yeah, it
and
was a good fight. The thing is, like when you took him down, he reversed you.
he reversed me.
Because,
Man, I was
but
very nervous.
yeah,
I was looking at
who
everybody like I was like, what
who
the
did you
hell I'm
train?
doing here?
Who did you train for your MMA fights?
For the
Because
first one, I was training with the guys in Kaizen MMA in Fairfax, and I was
right,
training with Tony Waldecker. Yeah,
right.
I trained for that fight. Oh, also Jim Hanna. That he was like one of the guys I was training with. And for the other four, think I was still on Fireworks, and the guys, crew Scott Howard, he was renting the backside of
Mm-hmm.
Fireworks, and I remember like Dan say, "You guys can train MMA if you want, or you can train judo," and I was like, "I can train some Muay Thai," and I would remember talking to them, and I remember when I think was the place we went for my second fight was Marshall. Forgot.
Virginia.
Anyways, yeah, yes, and Dave Patton, like Chris Valentine, Adam Levy, man, all those guys, they helped me a lot. Scott Crew, Scott Howard, Neil Patrick, man, great people, bro. They train with me,
Bro,
help me a lot
they
with
train
my
you.
hands.
They beat you up too. It's
Yeah,
tough
the
training.
training, the training for MMA fights are tough. Yeah, Dustin Page say that when he train, he likes to feel
Real.
like he wants to make the training harder than the fight, so the
Yeah.
fight is easy.
Bro, did you
Yeah,
train with him with Dustin Page too?
yeah, I sparred with him. I remember like like one time I was like all about like just doing jujitsu, right? Like all my holds changed after that. He's like he start punching me. He's like, man, this is MMA, bro. You had to like modify. And I was like,
Mm.
because I was playing, I was playing half guard. I was doing all that stuff and like
Yeah,
from the guard.
he had a good career in MMA. He got to the
Yeah,
UFC.
He got to the UFC. Dustin, the disciple page. Yeah.
Right, bro. Yeah, MMA. You had to lose weight too. Remember?
Yeah, I had to cut weight. Like if you had to, the lowest I got was to 132.
That was.
That was the last fight. I weighed 132.
Oh, I saw it. There was the. Was your
Lights
last
out,
fight?
comeback,
Yeah, was it at the range?
Ashburn.
Ashburn?
Yeah, that shooting range.
Yeah, I think I was there. I
Yeah.
saw your fight. You
Also,
submit him. That guy.
the
You
all the
submit.
all the four fights that I did, I all win the in the first round.
Yeah.
I took the guy. The only thing I did was the pisau to get the guy down, and most of the fights I went by armbar. I think I went two by rear neck choke and the other two by armbar.
Yeah. Man, scary, huh? I don't think it takes. I don't think anyone. People think they can do MMA, but
Nah,
it's not easy.
you
Because
need to train.
people
You
think,
need to
oh, you
train.
just know, punching, and they think it's a easy thing.
The other guy is getting ready to beat you up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
That's
sure.
what Tony always give me advices like, hey, eat well, train hard. And the other guy, when I was training for my fight, he was like, the other guy right now, he's training to beat
Mm-hmm.
you up. He's gonna beat you up. He's gonna punch you in the face. He's gonna try to squeeze your neck, break your arm. He's training to beat you, and so
Right.
you had to do the same. I was like, man, he's right. I had to so I, the way the jiu-jitsu impacting my life, man, is like no party, no like smoking, no like, man,
Right. No
like
clubs.
no
Right.
clubs, like eat healthy and
Mm-hmm.
like, because I think about like all the time, that I was competing. I told myself I'm an athlete, right? I had to like take care of my body.
Yeah. Yeah. It keeps you focused on something that is
Positive
good versus positive versus some people who get into like alcohol and
trouble.
drugs, get in trouble,
And I
getting
advise
in and
people,
out of jail, going to jail.
you know, I
What are
advise
you doing,
people
bro?
who wants to who train, and they think they just because they train, they think they can beat everybody. Just stay humble. Like I don't think I never had a street fight before.
Mm-hmm.
I only compete. If you want to fight, compete.
Yeah.
Do
Hey,
do some
Christian,
training. Go MMA. Yes.
you done also many jiu-jitsu competitions, right? But do you remember the armbar? When should we tell the people that story about the armbar and then the next tournament?
What
The
armbar?
armbar,
What are you talking?
you got a guy in an armbar.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah. That was
I'll
Copa
tell you a
Nova.
story. Copa Nova, okay? So Christian was doing uh, the Copa Nova. This guy was very good, man, and you got him in an armbar, full arm, fully
Was
extended.
it Tony Passos guy?
I don't remember,
I
but
th-
the guy
uh,
tapped. No, he didn't tap. He said ah, and
the referee stopped.
in jiu-jitsu, if you say ah, is verbal tap.
Verbal tap.
So the
Because
referee stopped.
I got his arm fully standing, right? I was just waiting for him to tap.
So the referee
The referee went stop. Like
he
when the guy with
stopped, and the guy's like,
because the guy screamed. He
and
said,
the
"I didn't
guy's
tap."
like, I didn't tap. What are you doing?
He,
And the referee said, "Oh, you didn't tap? Okay, I thought I heard you tap." But and he said, "No, I didn't. I didn't say anything." All right. Well, we cannot restart the fight with the armbar, with the arm extended. So I'm gonna give Christian 2 points,
2 points for a number.
and we start standing again, right? And then you were celebrating already. You were hugging.
I was like, yeah,
Yeah, you were
and then
celebrating.
and they
And then
say, hey, Christian, you're gonna fight again. And he shake my hand,
you turn around,
and
and
the guy
then
jumped triangle.
the referee was like, fight again, right? And then you were like, what's happening? Like you didn't understand what was happening. You didn't
Yeah,
understand that the fight was start over, and then you only got 2 points. So you were kind of out of it, and then the guy got you in a triangle, right?
Yeah, flying triangle.
He jumped triangle and he submit you right away. That's a good triangle, man.
That was good. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it kind of got me ready for my oncoming tournaments too. Because after that, I hold
right.
it like very tight every time. Like
So
I remember that was experience.
that's the next story, right? That's the next part of the story. It was that then you got your next tournament. Was it your next tournament or the same tournament in a different match?
I think was
A different tournament.
different tournament. Yeah,
And then
that was a submission only.
And then I was coaching you, right? And then
Yeah.
you got the guy in an armbar, right?
The one that looks like a bodybuilder.
I think so. And
That's
then I remember telling you, hey,
and
remember
that guy was jacked.
remember last tournament? Like this time, if you get the armbar, make sure like the guy taps. Remember I told you?
Yes.
And then when you got this guy in an armbar, I was in the corner. You had the armbar, and I was like, Cristian, break it, break it, break it. Man, that was a bad advice, about breaking the armbar. But cool, bro. You have it on your cell phone right now, right?
I need to put the charger on because the battery says it's low. But yeah, keep going.
Can we keep going, or you gotta go?
Yeah, no, I think I can switch it from here. Just need to put the charger on, and I need to get my earphones. Hold on.
My friend is asking, how are you gonna deal with the pandemic in United States? Well, right now, Pablo, all the schools are closed. I think Pablo understands English. Otherwise, brother, luego conversamos. Pero we're closed right now, and then just waiting. I feel it's gonna start slow. The coming back to training, right? Probably like people keeping their distance, right? With protocols of sanitizing, of groups limited to groups of like 10 people, right? So it seems like that slowly build the confidence, and then eventually, depending on what the situation is, right? Maybe the curve starts getting less cases, and then they allow business to go back to normal. But I think it's gonna be in phases, right? According to the federal government, they're gonna allow phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 3 is like going back to normal. So we'll see, man. Cristian, have you learned anything from this situation? It's been a month since we closed the school, and the whole thing about the coronavirus got crazy. At home, what is your main take from all this?
Man, I spend more time with my family. Like I play more with my kids, and I see like how like they're like how they develop their character, man. Like as a like it's I don't know how to explain it, but everybody's different, and like my son and my daughter, I see their characters. They're like, man, like I'm guiding them to be great people. I try to show them like good values.
So you learn the value of sharing the time with your kids.
Yeah. Appreciate like what like like for example before everything started, like man, we would go to like
you'll be busy.
I'll be busy. I don't have time. Like now I'm like hell all the time, and I see like man, it's a good experience, man. Like stay with the family and stuff.
I feel like it's a time for everybody to be a little bit, do a little evaluation, you know.
A
It's a
little
good,
research,
a little
research.
reset, yeah, and research too. But the research is also internal, right? Like,
Yeah,
so far, okay, there is like a break. What I've been doing, maybe times to change things, you know, maybe your lifestyle, right?
right.
Because this thing, of course, it affects all kind of people, but if you are vulnerable, like your health, right? And what is the main thing about jiu-jitsu is the techniques and everything, but it forces you to stay healthy. Like
Eat healthy.
I drink like vegetable juices. You know, I eat fruits, right? I always watch what I'm eating. I exercise, right? We do breathing, right?
Yoga.
Yoga, we do breathing. We watch Hickson doing his breathing, right? We do that because we like to be in top shape for our sport, right? But also
Right.
help us with like these things, right? Like the flu comes, your immune system is stronger, right?
If you get the flu, it don't hit you like
Yeah, I
really
mean,
like as a somebody who smokes cigarettes.
don't get me wrong, like you still get sick, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like somebody who's not eating healthy, not taking care, you know, their immune system is weakened, and then they get hit by anything like this, and of course it could be worse, you know. So I feel like in that sense, having an activity like jiu-jitsu that force you to stay healthy and to exercise, it's just great. So if you haven't been doing that, maybe when we reopen or when things start getting back to normal, make a change in your life, right?
Sign up.
Sign up. But no, I'm not doing like a plug for jiu-jitsu, you know, because it could be anything, but just,
Man, I tell everybody who wants to start jujitsu, man, once you start jujitsu, you're gonna fall in love. It's
yeah.
it get in your bones. It get like jujitsu takes over. It's a great martial art. I
Yeah.
think any sport is great as long as you do something positive, like you
Yeah.
say earlier.
Swimming is good.
It swimming,
Soccer,
running,
running.
soccer, football, whatever.
Yep. So, man, it's a good
Is
time.
it? And I always like before I start jiu-jitsu, I always like watch. Everybody who knows me knows that I like Dragon Ball Z. I like the Bruce Lee. I watch like the fights, boxing, and man, I was like, that was pretty cool for me to learn jiu-jitsu, man. Because before that, I didn't have any martial art experience. I
Bro,
don't.
bro.
I mean,
Speaking of boxing, you train with Craig, right? Tell us how you
yes,
start training with Craig, Coach Craig, boxer.
it started because Tori used to work in IHOP in Ashburn. Remember Tori Shanoff?
Yeah,
And
but we met Craig from before. We met Craig when we were teaching at LA boxing. Remember?
no, he was going to he was a customer in IHOP. And Craig and Mark, remember?
Yes, Craig and Mark. But
Craig
also
and Mark, they used to
we
go.
used to go teach. Remember? You forgot about that? We used to go
No,
teach
no.
at LA boxing.
Yes, and we met Eric Hernandez and all the other boxers there too.
Yes.
And
So,
then
but we were doing jujitsu. But how did you get into like boxing?
yes, I asked him if I could start training, and after that, I was just going spar with the guys, man. It was good.
What was
I
the
tra- I sparred with Tori, man. Tori, she's tough. She's tough, man. I remember the first time I sparred with her, I was like, I told myself, she's a pro. I'm not gonna try to like hit. I'm just gonna defend. And she was hitting me in my forearms. I was like trying to hit my like body shots. I was like just like defending myself. But man, she hit hard.
how far Tori got? Did she fight for a championship? I think she got to.
World title. She fight for a couple world titles.
She became
WCF something in the United States.
bro. That was amazing. She
I
was
forgot
so
what's
good.
the federation. Yeah,
Good box. And
she's a great.
coach, what can you tell us about Coach Craig?
Craig, man, amazing guy, bro. He's like, if you train with him, I know for a fact all the people that he trained, they're great. They're all champions. Like Eric Hernandez, Matthew, the Abrigo Bros, Tori, man, they're all very successful. I think Eric is running his knockout fitness. They all have kids now. I remember they were very young when we started training there.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the main difference between Muay Thai and boxing? Well, I guess.
Man, Muay Thai, it's the eight limb martial arts. They call it eight limbs. You use your elbows, your knees, your kicks, your everything, man. Your holds, you hold people, and it's also the man the culture of Muay Thai. It's like you know Jiu-Jitsu, right? We have acai, we have all the stuff that makes
Mm-hmm.
the Jiu-Jitsu community, right? The Jiu-Jitsu community. They have the Muay Thai community. All the everything is like very disciplined,
Very respectful, right? They bow.
very very respectful. They have a ritual when they start
Yeah.
the Muay Thai bouts.
Mm-hmm.
They do a little dance. They do a little dance. I forgot what they call the
Yeah.
stuff they put on it, but yeah, it's amazing,
Did
man.
you ever fight Muay Thai or just pure Muay Thai or pure boxing? You
Now
did.
just mix.
I think Craig was trying to get you to fight box.
Yes. Craig, he was gonna give me my first amateur boxing fight, but and that was the time that also
Got
I
fat.
had my first baby. Yeah.
Bro, but you know, you're still young. Are you? Do you feel like your competition days are over, or
Now I just had a competition last year, right?
yeah? But it was a jiu-jitsu competition. I'm talking
Oh, you're talking about
MMA.
MMA? I don't know, bro. What do you say? Whatever you say, man.
I mean, you were getting in shape and everything, and then this whole thing hit again. So we'll see.
I can still get in shape, man. There's no problem. It's if like we can find like a amateur fight, I'll fight.
Yeah.
I'll lose weight. I get in the division that I had to be in. I mean, I feel healthy. I feel the vigor to fight, and
Yeah, and you
I'm
still,
good.
how old are you, Cristian, now?
I'm 32.
32? Yeah, still on your prime. Cool, man. But
Yeah,
so
yeah.
far,
If
but right now you're in the stage of becoming a jiu-jitsu instructor. How is that going?
yes,
Tell us your that experience of learning
the
to be a
learning
teacher.
to be a teacher, man, it's great. Like I'm trying to do my ICP.
Tell us what that
The
is.
way the now that I'm studying and I've been working with you guys and I see like the FPS, presentation formulas to teach somebody who doesn't know anything about jiu-jitsu, somebody who's starting from zero. It's amazing, man. Like, how do you explain things? Like, how do you get them to do the moves? Like, so awesome.
Sometimes jiu-jitsu guys who are very good at jiu-jitsu, they feel like, oh, I know the technique and I can teach it, but the teaching it has a different, you have to have a different skill for transferring that
To be
information,
a teacher,
right? Don't you think? Bro, you froze. You froze for a second. Just to be a teacher, it's like a different, but sometimes people think like if you know, you can show it.
Yeah, and I see some other schools. The way they teach is like, okay, so you have this move and you do it like this. Okay, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
And now with the curriculum, the program is like they had slice one, slice two. Okay, man, it's like very easy. I think it's more easy.
Yeah.
And we do the combatives program. I wish that I when I started, I wish that I could have learned the combatives first, because we don't let beginners to spar with somebody who's advanced. We always, in the partnership, we partner up the students the way they somebody who's a little bit to practice. Somebody like, let's say it's a white belt with 3 stripes with a new belt. Man, it's awesome. They
Mm-hmm.
become teachers. They help each other.
Oh
They
yeah.
the collaboration they have,
Yeah.
it's amazing, man. It's not like a competition. They like, oh man, I'm gonna learn before this guy, to be everybody around here in the mats. It's not like that. The environment we have at the school, nobody's trying to kill each other there. It's awesome, man. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I walk in the mats and they're the green mat, I feel like it doesn't feel like it's something like that you learning how to fight. It feels more like it's a church or something. We
Church.
don't curse. Yeah, because we had the rules, right? We don't curse. We don't walk
Oh
around bare chested. We don't
yeah.
all the stuff, man. I love it, and also the kids, man. Yeah, I have blast because I love working with kids.
Kids are
I have
fun.
I had two on my own, and I love play with them. I feel like I'm doing something
Man.
good that benefits for the
Yeah.
future generations.
The kids are a
I
lot of
always
fun.
want to do something like that.
The kids are a lot of fun. When I teach the kids classes, I always get like energized and I feel happy, and I learn from
Yeah.
them because they're always enjoying and having fun with like little. Sometimes when we grow up, we forget about how simple life can be. But when we teach kids, they remind us of how simple it is and how to actually enjoy. Because just a
Yes.
simple dodgeball, they
It's
make it like, oh, it's like the most amazing thing, right? But yet, sometimes when we grow up, we have everything and then we're still not happy, right?
yes.
When a kid with a ball is like, there's nothing else they can ask for, you know, that mindset of just enjoying life, I think, from a kid
They
is very good.
they don't worry about paying bills after, like what they're gonna do after they get out of the school. They enjoy the moment. Like
Exactly.
they playing jujitsu right now, and that's all it matters for them. Like
Exactly.
some kids, like they learn, they get toughed up because they lose on dodgeball, but we tell them, okay, so you lose today, but you're still coming tomorrow. You're still gonna play dodgeball tomorrow, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And they get up, okay, okay. So breathe deep and put your chin up, and you know you still can
and
win tomorrow.
and the kid who comes, sometimes a kid who comes with like self confidence, who's shy, you know.
Yes, I've seen a lot of kids. They don't want to play. They want to stay in the corner. They very shy. They don't play with the other kids. They just watching. A
But
couple of a couple
hmm
of weeks, after a couple classes, man, those kids are running around. The thing is that they build their confidence, and like we always make the perfect circle, 10 seconds, go. And we
they are
talk about, it's
running.
like
They are
they feel like adults talking, in the circle. They're giving their opinion. They're like, what do you guys think about this? And they like raise their hand, and they're like, I think, man, I love to listen what they say. It's so funny. What, man, when they say talk to the bully, and who was it? The Brady say, stop your nonsense. What did he say,
no. That
man?
was Liam. He We were telling the kids to talk to the bully after you take them down and you hold their wrist and to say, hey,
Yes.
don't ever do it again. and then Liam took the kid down, took us down because we have them demonstrate with us, right?
Yes.
So he came to demonstrate in front of the other kids, which they love, right? Who wants to do the technique here in front of everybody? Everybody raise their hand, right? And Liam, okay, Liam, who's the most focused? So they all get
The
like
most focused kid,
the
like
most focused.
serious.
Who's as focused as Relson, right? That's fun to see them like. So we picked Liam, and he came and he took the bully down, which is us. He took us. I don't know. I think he took Jay down, right? And hold the wrist, right? And is the part where you have to say, "Don't ever do it again." And he said, and this is like a 6-year-old, right?
6-year-old.
Hey, stop with your nonsense. Grow up and take a shower. A 6-year-old.
Man,
So
the
funny.
things the kids come out sometimes is like I feel joy like watching them play and listen to what they say. Remember the game day, Jiu-Jitsu game day?
Oh, those are the best.
Those are the best, man. From the deep inside of my heart, I think I'm gonna win this race.
Oh, yeah.
That was Ian,
Ian,
man.
Ian.
And he started running, and it was like everybody expecting like he was gonna do a big jump. It was in jump the river. Like we put two belts, and they had to jump across, and every time the river gets bigger, and he started running, and he only. It
After
was
like,
funny, man. A
after
big speech.
after
He
a big
he first
speech.
he first give a big speech. All the parents are watching. He say, I know somewhere deep down inside, from the bottom of my heart, I'm gonna win." And he start
Bro.
running, right? He's like, "Tut, tut, tut, tut," and then he was like, "Tut." It was funny, man.
Dang.
Man, I miss them. I miss teaching
Hey,
kids, man.
Christian, I think the ICP might be on through Zoom, but it's
Soon,
not confirmed.
man.
I mean, hopefully
Yeah, I was
you can
a little
fly
bit
because,
I was a little bit concerned about that because the COVID-19,
man, you sent me
and
that
there's
video. Now that song is in my head, man.
I didn't send it. Jay did.
Oh, it was Jay?
Jay, the preacher, they did the video, and
They changed the preacher.
they put the music. It's funny.
Bro.
I think we can put it on the our group. It's
You
funny.
think? No, it can be
Yeah,
offensive now. We don't want to offend anybody,
for church people
Yeah.
probably.
Bro, getting late.
Yep, I was about to say. I think
But I'm saying like, yeah, it's late, but there's nothing to do tomorrow. Well, you
right,
know
right.
what? You know what? I've been more busy. Well, no more, but I keep myself busy. I haven't people who
Yeah, I'm
saying, "Oh,
busy.
I'm watching like 4 movies every day in a row." I'm like, man, I don't know. I haven't been able to do that, man. I'm like always trying to
Those TV, what is it called? Like all the TV companies making money, man. Disney TV, Netflix,
bro.
because everybody's watching.
They create this virus. No, the toilet
The
paper
quarter,
people. The toilet paper. The toilet
man,
paper.
that's crazy. Like how did like it was on the first couple weeks, right? They run out of toilet paper. They
Yeah.
run out of
Is
hand
it is it
sanitizer.
is it back again? Toilet paper? Is it back at Costco? Have you checked?
I don't know. We stuff the toilet paper.
Bro,
We
you
stuff
are
our toilet
bro,
paper.
you are ready if like are you a prepper or more the people around?
um,
You
I
guys
think
you guys are ready,
it's
huh?
it's
Like
it's
you have food there, you have
they bought canned food, and we stuff the stuff like because we knew like the and we also hear people that were saying oh, the food's gonna run out because there's not no not enough. What do you call it? The like restaurants closing and stuff like that. So all the
Bro,
people, what they
I
did
feel
is
like,
like start buying food
yeah,
from
people,
like
I think it's like a panic or a response, like of the uncertainty, like what's gonna happen, and then they went to buy toilet paper. But I think
but
we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, and some business they're still open. I mean, every business has been affected, but for
they
example,
doing curbside.
yes,
So
at least some,
delivery, carry
bro,
out to go. They had their
the dog grooming they're open.
they're open.
The
The
cigar
dogs don't get COVID-19.
dogs are getting haircuts, man. They
I
are,
need a
and
haircut.
I need a
I give
haircut. I
I
need
gave
a
my
hair.
son a haircut the other day. I just did a regular with the number 4 on the trimmer.
Hmm.
He looks good.
Just all over everything. No
Yeah,
design.
no, I mean I'm not a pro, so yeah, just a regular haircut.
No
I think
scissors.
I no,
Just the machine.
I just put the the trimmers. They have these things that you put on the blade, and it's like number 1, number 2.
Uh
So I
huh.
put a number 4, and I just went like on his head, and it was good.
Was he quiet? Was he just not moving? Cause how old is
Yeah,
Christian?
he's 3.
Bro,
Yeah, he was moving, but
but
I gave him my phone. He's playing with my phone, and I was like, and he's like, it tickles, daddy, it tickles.
hey, tell us what he did the other day, Christian.
What he
You
did?
told me that he did something really good.
Oh, for the first time he went to the party,
Yeah,
and that was yeah. Remember I told the
that
kids
for
on
you
the
is a milestone for you. Like, oh, now he can go to
I
to
was
the
very
party.
proud, man. I was very happy because like seeing your kid doing that, like it's like a big step, man. He's coming out of the Pampers. I don't get to change Pampers no more.
Nice, nice. Hey man, is he like super smart or what? Like you showed me that video where he's counting to 100. He's like doing math, right?
He loves numbers. Yes, he knows how to count, and you'll be surprised. I think he knows how to read too.
He knows how to read.
He knows how to spell.
He knows how to spell, and he's only 3.
Yep.
Whoa, man, that's
It's
awesome.
you know what it is. I think it's the technology. He got like all the technology in his hand because he got a little iPad and he watch PBS Kids, Nickelodeon, all the learning things. He loves it, man. My daughter is the opposite. She likes. I think she is gonna be more of the craft
Mm. More like an
person. Like she's
artist.
arts and craft. I think is gonna be her main thing. And he likes letters and numbers.
I remember I went to your house, and there was a music video, and she was pretending she was the girl in the video,
Oh yeah, she
right?
does all the moves. She
She
gets like
knows.
on her what's it called on her roll. She's like dancing and she's like
Yeah.
she loves what's her name, Sia Chandelier. That's her favorite song.
See?
And remember there was other man. I surprised the music they like. That's what I say earlier. Their characters is like man the things they like. I mean of course I watch what they look and like in the
And
TV and the
maybe
iPhone.
the iPad not have that little
Oh, they have the setup.
restriction.
They have yeah restriction setup,
Yeah.
so they can only watch things that are rated.
Yeah. Yes, man.
So yeah,
Cool.
man. Whatever. Whenever this thing goes to normal, probably we're gonna do some MMA fight. I don't know.
Yeah, man. We'll see. Well, first, I think for you, let's do the instructor course. Get to start teaching, get experience there. Who knows, man? Maybe one day, Jiu-Jitsu Winchester.
ICP, CTC, Winchester. Yeah, man.
CTC Winchester, that'll be cool, right? You run
That'll
your
be
own school.
cool. The basics too.
The Basics Winchester. That'll be cool, man. Because it's possible, everything is possible. Like
Everything is possible.
when I start training, I never thought about being a jiu-jitsu and owning a business based on jiu-jitsu. So things sometimes happen. But it's little by little. You have to do what you can control, and then
yes,
things just start happening from there. Cool, bro. It's getting late. What else? Let's do it again.
I think I could let's do another video, Skype.
Another Skype. Another day. I don't think nobody's
another
watching.
Day.
But yeah, I mean, at this time, who's
and this is awesome because you're all the way in Leesburg. I'm all the way in here in Winchester.
Bro, for me, this virus is being.
I don't think we ever FaceTime before, right? Before the
bro, I FaceTime with people who like I haven't been in touch for years. Like
yeah, I've been talking a lot of families too, a lot of siblings.
Yeah, like my high school friends, my college friends, my family. We did a Zoom with my family. I mean, if something you had to see some positive things of
positive, yeah, like we always talk to the kids. Hey, the other day it was a big storm, right? And somebody was complaining. Oh man, this storm is like really bad. I don't like it. We always try to teach the kids the positive,
we
positive
tell the kids
side.
The positive, and you know what? Sometimes when I talk to them about things, be positive, have discipline. Sometimes I tell them, and I'm telling for myself too.
You learn. How do you learn? Because you sometimes you always in the worst case scenario, like. You're under somebody's Simon, right? And the guy's trying to choke you. You like for example, somebody say they feel claustrophobic, but when they learn in jiu-jitsu, it's it's a challenge. They defeat the fear, from being claustrophobic. Like to somebody have them trying to like choke them. They learn the techniques and they build the confidence and.
The resilience,
it's amazing, man.
The resilience. Like, what's the worst thing that having someone on top pinning you down, feeling like you are getting exhausted, and then jiu-jitsu puts you there every time you train, so your mind is also training to deal with that frustration, to deal with like the feeling of like being in a tough spot.
You build muscle memory. Yeah, your body tells you, man. Like you say, like how do you react when you put that guy on the chokehold on the guillotine? Your body reacts, and sometimes your body. I feel like it's not just your brain that commands your whole body. It's like it's everything. Like your body act for his own. Sometimes it's like an instinct, right? It's the instinct that you have for survival.
Yeah, man. Like right now, somebody posted, "We are doing jiu-jitsu right now." Right? Because we are in tough spots, like we are in our houses, we cannot go train, but we can still apply the jiu-jitsu mindset, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So surviving these worst moments, these moments of stress.
It's stay calm in the storm, yeah.
So yeah, man, that's a good lesson, and I think.
What happened when you have somebody mounted on you and you start breathing too heavy? Like you start breathing fast, right? You get tired. For breathing, you exhaust yourself because
you're on the bottom of the mount. When
you try your body, your mind telling you to try to escape. Get out of here! Get out of here! This is bad. But man, what did the Hiron say when somebody mounted on him? How he feels to it? Hiron say on the last seminar that he say man, when somebody mounted on me, I feel like tingles and it feels like
Bro, you sparred with him last time.
Bro, it's like moving a mountain, man. I was like
And you start on top. You started on top.
I start on Simon, right? And I was trying to get things, and it's like I have a cable, and I try to plug it in the computer to get the data. It was like denied, 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 denied. Like
Everything
he
you
don't
tried
give
to
me.
do, he had a counter or a defense or
He got
something.
an answer for, man. It's like he knew where my weight was. Like remember how he off balanced me and flipped me over when I started biting his neck, right? And then he went like this to protect his neck, and then I kind of like grabbed his arm, and then he felt my weight distribution went over, and he just like pushed me a little bit, and I went like, what? I was like, what just happened? And then I think he like went right away to Mountain Triangle, and I was like, man. He
People
started
were saying,
slapping me.
Christian, don't tap, don't tap,
He start.
don't tap.
I mean, I did a little defense. I put my hand like this, and I was like defending for a little bit, but then he started slapping me, and I was like, man, okay, you got it. But he don't Gracie, man. He's like, I knew for the beginning I'm not gonna be able to do something, but just the feeling,
Right.
like to feel his jiu-jitsu was amazing.
Bro, somebody who's been doing jiu-jitsu since he was born, that is amazing. To just feel, to feel that their movements and their techniques. Bro, and
Yeah,
then
every time I roll with high level guys, I feel something, man. It's a learning process. You learn like what they do. Like I always tell somebody, oh, like if somebody complains, like a white belt, tell me, hey Christian, I'm doing this move and I don't feel my. I tap all the time. Like if I roll with you, if I roll with like another black belt or somebody high, like with the higher experience, and they tap me, I'm amazed what they do to me. Like
you
how they
have
got
to be okay with being tapped
accept. Yeah,
and be
it's like,
happy.
that's how.
Be happy. I'm always you tap me, Jay tap me, Jason taps me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. I'm happy because
I don't think you will learn from not tapping all the time. If you never
yes,
tap,
if
I
you're
don't
not
think you
getting
get
if
it.
you're not getting tapped, something that you're not learning, you're not progressing.
You
You
you're not
have to get
progressing
tapped.
because what will happen when you tap? Your ego will eat you alive.
Well, yeah, something that's another thing about jiu-jitsu, how to control your ego. But Christian, tell us the story. Maybe we can close with this story about the Gracies. Weeks later, after Hiron came, they were doing the live webinar, the first live webinar, and they were giving the last Helio Gracie collection, 100 years Helio Gracie gi for
Man,
the person who put the name and the school where they learn. We're gonna do a raffle, and it's gonna get the last collection gi Helio Gracie 100, right? And then what did you do?
man, I start bore banding the thing. It was like, okay, so the rifle was to put your name, your CTC, and your favorite technique, right? And
Right.
your instructor's name, I think. And man, I start like, man,
You wanted that
I'm
gi.
in.
You wanted that
I
gi.
wanted that gi. It was like I'm in Leesburg, the Basics, Leesburg, Virginia. My favorite technique is the Americana. Boom, send. I'm in Leesburg, Virginia. The Basics. My favorite technique is trap and roll. Boom, send.
Oh
I think I
man.
mentioned. I think I mentioned all the techniques are my favorites.
So then they
I,
go, okay, it's time for the raffle. Winner is you and Jay were like
oh
just
yeah,
bombarded.
Jay was competitive. I texted him and I told him, man, I just talked to Hero. And he said he's gonna give me the gift, but I was lying because I want to.
and
I
and
want to stop it. I want to stop him for sending the messages. And
and then they
when they
went.
say Henner picked the name right, and he said, "So this guy, he trains the basics, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Leesburg, Virginia. His name is Cristian García." And I was like, "What? No way!" And then here went Christian. Man, I rolled with
I
Christian
was
like
just
a
rolling
couple
with
weeks
him
ago.
a couple of weeks ago,
Man, that was awesome.
bro.
I
But
have it right here. If you let me show you. Also, I
okay,
have
Yeah,
have a
bring it.
leak too. I want to show you.
Oh yeah, show us, show us. So that was funny because either Jay or Christian were gonna win that gi. They just spam the commentaries, the webinar, but I don't know. I feel like that was good, but it was kind of cheating too, no? So they
Look,
send you the gi. They send you the gi.
this is not the gi for the one that I
Oh,
won. This is the Gracie, bro. This is my first
oh,
gi, bro.
bro, that's a
I I,
good
I,
gi.
I, I still have it. It's still in good shape. I might bring it and roll with it one day in the school.
That's the
I still
gi.
have the. That's the first patch of Helson, the one I got from
Yeah,
he was. This is the Hawaii, the academy in Hawaii.
that's the gi that Helson used to sell. The Gracie brothers
Yeah,
were.
I got it signed by him 2009. Yes, this is the Gracie. This is the Helson gi, Gracie. It's a Gracie Brothers. Man, such a great gi.
I
So
like
many.
that gi is
So
awesome,
look at the lapel. It's all ripped off.
but it took
So many,
forever to get because
so many. But in
my gi lasts me for
it's
years.
this is still in good shape, man. It doesn't have holes or anything. It's
Yeah,
still in good condition, man.
yeah. I have my
And
Gracie brothers gi too.
I roll with this gi so many times, so many tournaments, man.
And what about the
Anyways,
Elites,
I got it right here,
bro? Don't take it out of the bag.
bro. It's okay. I can fold it later, but I just want to show you this, man. This is amazing. I the only thing is 8'3". I had to get fat to fit again. The 100. This is the last edition, man. I don't think they
Nice,
don't make this anymore. And I still have it. See, Heli
nice, bro.
100. Man, it's also like a great material. Great.
Yeah,
I went through many geese in the years.
that's just for collection. And when they come or you see them again, have
I
them sign it.
I used to have a Tamagi, Fuji geese.
I
They're
had
good.
a Volcan gi. Do you remember those gis?
Volcan,
Volcan,
I
the light,
remember that one.
super light.
The Atama that I have, man, the pens they were so light. They were so good.
Yeah,
This is the pens, man. It's like such a
cool.
great game. If it was 8-2, oof, I
No,
would
but
fit
you're not
it.
gonna wear it, man. Right? That's not for.
Even if it was 8-2, probably not, because
Right?
they don't make this no more. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a collection gi.
1913, man. 100 years strong. Gracie, Master Helio Gracie. Man, so grateful for him that he developed this
Bro,
amazing.
Helio, man, was a visionary.
Yeah. And if it was a lie, he will see, man. I mean, he still saw part of his
Yeah.
vision,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah, that
It
was
was
cool.
amazing.
Bro, Manny Rodriguez, he says big hello to Christian and Marcos. Manny, how are you doing, bro? I hope you're doing good. All right, bro.
Yeah, we're doing great, Manny. We miss you in the mats, bro. I hope when everything goes back to normal, we get to roll with each other again, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can't wait to see everybody back in the mats, man. Like
It's
it's
coming. Just be
jiu-jitsu.
patient.
It's like a therapy, right? Sometimes like people have such a bad day at work, and when they go to they go to their class and they forget about it. It's like the kids, like the kids
100%.
once they play in dodgeball, they playing King of the Mountain. They don't care about anything else, man. They're just enjoying themselves. It's
Yeah.
like amazing. It's the same for the an adult. Like when they go to the school, they start learning their techniques. They forget about like they had to pay the bills. They had to go to work next day. They
Yeah.
forget about the
It's like
stress. It's a stress relief, man.
a stress relief. It's a little disconnection. It's just
it's like yoga.
getting out of the routine and just kind of have an outlet. That's why I think jiu-jitsu is essential. Of course, we cannot practice with the virus, but I think it's an essential business, man. Those things,
Man, still fit great.
Yoga is essential, jiu-jitsu is essential, like sports are essential for mental health. Yeah,
Yes,
man, it
definitely.
still fits. Looks good, man.
So many battles have seen.
Bro, it's late. We should go sleep. I'm hungry.
Yeah, about to go get something to eat too and go to sleep. So I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna do
Yes.
the Zoom class.
Yes.
We've been keeping social distancing, right? When who's in the school when we're doing the class? It's only
Jay,
2 people, right?
you. That's it.
Some of the kids they say the other day, what about social distancing? We be doing it.
Yeah.
I've been distant from everybody here. I only have my kids and my wife here.
Me too, bro. I only go from here to the school to do the Zoom classes and then back to here. Maybe the grocery shopping, but
Essentials.
essentials. But yeah, can wait to get back eventually. Be patient. We'll be back
Yes.
soon. Bro, take care.
Take care, man.
Maybe we'll do this later. Another time.
Oh,
That was fun, huh?
great. Can't wait for it. Yeah, it was good.
Yes, bro.
Everybody, stay safe. Keep washing your hands. And we'll see you when everything goes back to normal. I can't wait to see everybody there, man. I miss everybody.
Cool, Cristian. Take care, bro.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.